in his discovery, he will conquer an island for him, and 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 Sancho accepted the offer, as he will be the king and his wife will be the queen and his children will be princes and prince.
Excellent, Ahmed.
Princess.
Yeah, well done. Yes, as we said, to conquer an island, make him king of it. We said that Sancho accepted the offer of Don Quixote, as he would be a king, his wife would be a queen, and his children would be princes and princesses. Yes, well done, Ahmed. Question number two. What was the name of the pretty girl that Don Quixote wanted to marry? Yes, Karim.
Yes, mister.
Yes.
Yes, mister. I know it, but I cannot say the name. I cannot know how to say the name.
Adam, can you answer?
Mister, look, I don't know her real name, but I know
I know, mister.
Okay,
Mister
say it.
Rayyan.
Yes.
Dulcina. Dulcina.
Dulcinea, or
Yes, I don't remember that.
what?
Mister, I
You know,
remember
mister.
Dulcina.
We
I
said
know
that
the
you
other
must
name.
know the two names. Yes,
Mister, I know him.
Moise.
Sir, I know the other name.
Aldenza
Yes,
Sir, I
Aldonza.
know.
Yes,
Lorenzo.
yes, Aldonza Lorenzo. Aldonza Lorenzo,
Mister,
or
tomorrow we have
Dulcinea.
quiz.
No quizzes, no quizzes. Maybe you're having grammar, but literature, no. Okay.
Okay.
So Aldonza Lorenzo, this is the name, and the name that Senor Quijada or Don Quixote gave to her was Dulcinea. Okay, Dulcinea. Aldonza Lorenzo. So we must know the two names. Okay, grade 6. We must know
Okay.
both the names.
Yeah, Mister.
Question number 3. Also, Senor Quijada, Don Quixote, they are the same person, okay? Don Quixote, Senor Quijada, they are the same person in the story, okay?
Yes, yes.
Question number 3. What did Don Quixote think the
Mister,
windmills
can I
were?
answer?
Yes,
Mister,
Adam.
I know. Mr. Muhammad. Can I answer?
Yes, Adam, okay.
Mister, no, I the answer.
You will answer the last word, Muhammad, don't worry. Yes, Adam.
Don Quixote thought that the windmills were a monster.
Giant monster, yes. Can you describe this monster as you
Or a,
saw? With four
what monster?
arms. Can you describe this monster?
He was a giant monster. He was a giant monster, and and it had 4 arms.
Yes, monster with four arms, and each arm more than 6 miles. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, well done, Adam. Yes, Muhammad Ben is last. Ryan, please don't
Ryan,
forget
mute yourself.
yourself, and please mute yourself while you are talking, please. Yes, Muhammad, I had question number 4.
Muhammad Ben.
Muhammad Ben, sorry, by mistake. Muhammad Ben, sorry, I have Muhammad Eb in grade 8, sorry. Muhammad Ben. Who was Don Quixote's squire? Huh?
Who was Don Quixote's squire?
Yes.
Sancho Panza.
Excellent, Muhammad. Sancho.
A short farmer.
Yes, excellent, Muhammad. Sancho Panza. Sancho Panza. That's all what we have last time. These are the vocabulary as we said. Okay, now we are going to start our new part for the story from page 341 till page 343. But for the story at all, I finish explanation for all the story. In this part, we are going to talk together about how did Sancho see how did Sancho see the windmills, and how did Don Quixote see, or Senor Quijada see the windmills. What's different between them? And then we'll know what happened during the fighting between Don Quixote or Senor Quijada and the giant minister, as he imagined, I mean here, the windmills. Let's listen together to know. If you can't hear, tell me please, okay? I share the sound with you now. If you can't hear, tell me. Okay, grade 6?
Okay, mister.
One moonless night, while everyone in town lay asleep, Don Quixote and Sancho set forth. By dawn, they were miles away. Don Quixote rode ahead, scanning the plain for ogres and sorcerers. Sancho followed on his little donkey, munching his breakfast of bread and cheese.
What does it mean by ogres? Who know? We talked this word before. Yes? Who knows the meaning of the word ogres?
Yes, mister.
Yes, Muaz, huh? You raise your hand,
I
Muaz. Okay,
yes, I
Muhammad.
know.
That was from the last question.
Yes, do you know what does it mean the word ogre?
No, Mr. Forgot.
You
Wait.
can't remember. You can't remember, okay? Yes, Muhammad Beher, huh?
Ogres means small
Huh?
monsters.
Excellent, yes, monsters. And sorcerers? Adam, do you know the meaning of sorcerers?
Mister, I know sorcerers.
Huh? Adam?
Mister, I know, mister.
Yes, mister.
Huh?
Wait, I forgot the meaning of sorcerer.
Wizards.
Okay,
Yes,
mu'min.
Wizards.
wizards.
Wizard or the someone who makes
Yes,
magic, yes?
yes.
Yes, excellent.
Yes, mister. Okay.
Mu'min, yes. Excellent, Muhammad Beher. And thanks so much, Adam, for you. For this part, as we said,
Mr. Peter.
341, Ryan. Okay, I read this paragraph again. One moonless night, it means that at a dark night, okay, while everyone in town lay asleep, all the people were sleeping, Don Quixote and Sancho set forth. By dawn, by in the morning here, we said the meaning of dawn before. Do you remember the beginning of the day or the morning? They were miles away. Away from what? Away from the windmills. Don Quixote rode ahead, scanning the plains for ogres and sorcerers. Sancho followed on his little donkey, munching means here eating or having his breakfast of bread and cheese. What happened after that?
Don Quixote halted. Fortune has favored our quest, good Sancho. Can you see what lies yonder? There stand the monstrous giants who have plagued this countryside long enough. I intend to strike them down and claim their wealth as our just reward. Sancho
So Don Quixote said what? Fortune has favored our quest, our journey, our expeditions. Good Sancho, can you see
Mister, it
what
means halted.
stopped? Okay, halt means here stopped. Okay, Muhammad. Muhammad.
Yes, yes, mister.
Okay. Don Quixote stopped or halted by saying what fortune has favored our quest, our expedition, or our journey. Good Sancho. Can you see what lies yonder? Yonder it means what? Over there. Yonder here it means what? Over there. He pointed to the one means. There stand the monstrous giants who have plugged this countryside. Plugged means what? Conquered, or attack the city. Mean by this the meaning of plugged. This countryside long enough. I intend, he said, my intention what? To strike them, to fight with them down, and claim their wealth as our just reward. Means that he decided or he intend to win in this fight. Okay? You understood this paragraph?
Mister,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Muhammad?
the word
Yes.
plague.
Blood. This one?
Yeah, yes. This means here a disease, or it means another meaning.
No, it means he conquer, attacked. Okay?
Okay.
The next paragraph. Let's listen.
pointed into the distance. Giants, master? What are you talking about? I see no giants. There they are, straight ahead. Can't you see them? They have 4 arms, each one more than 6 miles long. Oh, master, you are mistaken. Those aren't giants. They're windmills. What you call arms are really sails to catch the wind. The wind turns the sails and makes the millstones go round and round.
So my question here, how did Sancho see the one meals?
I know.
Who?
Muhammad Bey.
I
Also,
don't know.
name.
Mr. Me.
Okay,
I know his
Ahmed.
Abdurrahman.
name.
Abdurrahman.
Ah,
Yes, yes, Abdurrahman.
Mr. Don Quixote
He
in
saw
Sancho.
them like a
Sancho, huh?
he saw them like a giant monster.
Sancho, take care. I said Sancho.
He saw
Sancho.
Sancho saw them like giants monsters,
No, no, no.
and
No,
everyone.
Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, no. I said Sancho. Sancho
Yes, miss.
Panza, the farmer. How he saw
I know.
the one man. Like what?
Like giant monsters.
No, no. Yes, Ahmed.
Mister.
Like what,
Like
miss?
windmills.
Yes, like one meal. He saw them like what? One meal. So take care of
Windmill.
the names, okay? Take care of the names. I said Sancho. If I said Sancho or Sancho Panza, so he saw the one
With
meals
the sail.
as they are, or in the same position, or in the same as they are. One means. But for Don Quixote or Senor Quijada, how he saw them? Yes, Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman.
Yes, miss. He saw them like
Yes.
giant monsters.
Who?
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote or Senor Quijada. Okay, take care of the two names.
Okay.
Senor Quijada or Don
Okay.
Quixote saw them like a giant monster, but Sancho saw them like as they are wild males. Yes, Ryan.
Yeah. Don Quixote has two names. The Hamada
Senor
and
Quijada.
Dulcinea.
Dulcinea is a fair
Yes, Senor
lady.
Quixote and Don Quixote. But
Dul-
Dulcinea.
Dulcinea Aldonza Lorenzo. Aldonza Lorenzo.
Okay.
We highlighted for the names before,
Okay.
yes?
Aldonza
Lorenzo, okay?
Yeah, we highlighted.
Yes, okay. So Dulcinea, the two names, Dulcinea and Aldonza Lorenzo. For Senor Quijada, Don Quixote, they are the same person. Don Quixote or Senor Quijada saw the one means like giant monster. Sancho saw them like what as they are one means. So he was astonished for what Senor Quijada or Don Quixote state that he saw giant monsters. Let's complete listening.
It is plain you know nothing at all, Don Quixote replied. I say those are giants, whether or not you recognize them as such. I intend to slay them. If you are frightened, you may hide yourself away and say your prayers while I challenge them to mortal combat. Having said this, Don Quixote lowered his visor and put his spurs to Rocinante. He galloped across the plain to do battle with the windmills. Take to your heels, cowardly giants! Know that it is I, the noble Don Quixote, Knight of La Mancha, who am attacking you. Master, they are only windmills, Sancho called after him. The wind picked up. The sails billowed. The great arms of the windmills began to turn.
Yes, in this part it said it is plain you know nothing at all. It's clear that you don't know anything. It's told here, uh, Sancho Panza. I say those are giants. It means here one means whether or not you recognize. So you can say that he is persuaded only of his idea that he saw them as giant monsters, so they are for him giant monsters. You follow me?
Yes.
Yes, he said,
Yeah.
I intend to slay them, to kill them, to fight them. Okay? If you are frightened, if you are afraid, you may hide yourself away. He's talking to Sancho. And say your prayers while I challenge them to mortal combat. You know this mortal combat type of game in the past, remember? Games that you
Yes.
played
Yes, I know
before,
it, miss.
you have character like Sub-Zero maybe? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Miss,
What? What, Adham? Adham.
what it's name?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay.
You know this type of game?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Yes, I think that also we have
Mr.
a
No, I
character
don't know
of
what to come.
we have a character in this game that has four arms. If you played this game before, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Like
Sub Zero maybe.
I don't know Mortal
Sub
Kombat.
Zero. And
This is a
score.
type of game, Adam. Computer game. Okay, computer game.
Yeah.
It has many characters. One of them, a character, a person that has four arms. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
mister. His name is
Yes. Yes.
Guru.
Yes. Having said, having said this, Don Quixote lowered his visor. As we saw together in the animation movie, we said that he tried to throw his spear, okay, inside the one maze, as he imagined them that they are the giant monster. He said here, Don Quixote lowered his visor and put his spurs to Rocinante. He pushed Rocinante, the horse, to move forward. Okay? He galloped across the plains. Galloped, it means moved quickly. Gallop, the meaning of gallop means moved quickly across the green area. Plains here, green area, plain. To do battle with the one miss, to start his fighting with the one miss. He said here, these words were said by Don Quixote. Take to your heels, cowardly giants. Cowardly means here unbrave. He described the Wenmis as unbrave giants. Know that it is I. He said that you must know that it is I am the noble or the famous Don Quixote, Knight of La Mancha, who am attacking you. So he warned the Wenmis to be afraid of him by saying these words. Master, there are only one meals, Sancho called after him. Sancho started to warn him again, but he didn't listen for Sancho. The one picked up. The sails followed. What the meaning of sails, do you know? You know this part of the one meals? The part like the part of fan, this part? Do you know it?
Yes.
This is called sail, okay? Like the sail of the ship. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. Bellowed means move slowly, moved slowly. Bellowed means move slowly. The great arms of the one means began to turn, began to work. What happened after that? So in this part we are talking about the fighting of Don Quixote with the one means.
Yes.
Let's complete listening.
Don Quixote laughed with scorn. Do you think to frighten me? Though you have more arms than the giant Briareus, I will still make an end of you. He lifted his eyes toward heaven. Beautiful damsel Dulcinea of Toboso, in your honor do I claim the victory. If I am to die, let it be with your sweet name upon my lips.
So at this part, Don Quixote laughed with scorn. Scorn means stupidity. It means that he was stupid in his laughing by saying to the one nails, not to Sancho, to the one nails, do you think to frighten me? Though you have more arms than the giant Piraeus. This is a famous name for, I think, for a monster. Okay, I will still make an end of you. Means that he will end this monster. He lifted his eyes towards heaven and started by the name of Dulcinea, the beloved girl that you want to marry. Beautiful damsel, Dulcinea of Toboso, in your honor do I claim the victory. If I am to die, let it be with your sweet name upon my lips. Let the last name that he said to be on his lips. That he means that he got the power from this name of the beautiful girl, Dulcinea. Okay, you follow me? You
Yes.
follow? You understood this part, this
Yes.
paragraph?
Yes, mister.
Okay, the
Yes.
next one, the next paragraph.
Yes, mister.
Shouting defiance, he charged at the nearest windmill. His lance pierced the canvas sail and became tangled in the ropes. Attempting to pull free, Don Quixote became caught as well. The windmill's rumbling arm dragged him out of the saddle, carrying him higher and higher. Don Quixote drew his sword. Release me, giant, before you feel the sharp sting of my blade. He slashed at the ropes. The windmill's arm swept past its zenith. It began hurtling toward the ground at an ever-increasing speed. Sancho trotted up on his donkey. Master, I will save you. He grasped Don Quixote's ankle when the knight swept by. The faithful squire found himself pulled off his donkey and carried aloft with his master.
In this part, shouting defiance means defiance. It means here to do something which is not allowed. He changed it at the nearest one means
Mister,
yes,
what means defiant?
to do something which is not allowed. Okay, they said shouting defiance. To make a sound of shouting that is not allowed. Okay, Muhammad.
Yes, Mister. Okay.
Okay. He charged it as the nearest one mills. His lance burst. Burst, it means made a small hole, as we saw together in the animation movie. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yes. This canvas means a strong, heavy material. It means here's the building, okay? The building itself. And it became tangled. Became tangled in the ropes, attempting to pull free. Don Quixote became caught as what? The windmills rumbling arm. Rumbling means untrue arm, because here he's talking about the giant monster that he imagined, but they are windmills. So I said here untrue arm. Rumbling means untrue. Dragged him out of the saddle. Saddle, we know the meaning of saddle. This part of the horse, okay, that you can ride, okay, carrying him higher and higher. Don Quixote drew his sword by saying, "Release me, giant." He asked the one means as a giant minister to leave him. And he said, "Before you feel the sharp sting of my blade." He slashed at the ropes. The one means arms swept past its zenith. Zenith, it means here the top. As we said, is that he moved higher and higher. Yes? It began hurtling toward the ground at an ever increasing speed. For Sancho, what Sancho did, Sancho trotted up, means mounted up or moved up or ride on his horse, the meaning of
Mister,
trotted up. Yes. Yes,
can
Muhammad?
you repeat the word swept as the sun was cutting?
From where?
Swept. Swept. The
Which
third
line is
line
one?
spelling.
The first line here?
The third.
The third line? Yes,
The
the
windmill's arm
windmill's arm.
swept.
The windmill's arm swept past its zenith. The meaning of sweep, you know?
Yes.
Yes, swept past. It means that it carried him in far away, okay, to the top. Means that he moved higher and higher, as I said here in the previous paragraph. Okay, Muhammad.
Okay, Mister, what means
Yes,
zenith?
the top, the top. Okay, the top, the highest point. Okay,
Okay, Mister, what means hurtling?
what means what?
Hurtling.
In which line?
In the same line. Not at the
Hurtling
end.
moved fast, moved fast. He said it began moving fast. Okay, we said if you remember, Muhammad, the
It's
windmills
like
at
gallop.
first. Listen to me. Listen to me. We said at first that the windmills wasn't working well. Yes, when Don Quixote saw his spear or his sword in the windmills, what happened? Started to move quickly. Yes.
Yes.
I remember. So in this by and it said, as I said, towards the ground at an ever increasing speed. By this speed, it carried Don Quixote higher to the top, or to the highest point. Okay, Muhammad.
Okay.
Yes. What did Sancho do? He said Sancho trotted up on his donkey. It means that moved or mounted on his donkey, or ride or rode his donkey. Okay. He said, "Master, I will save you." He grasped Don Quixote's ankle, drew Don Quixote's ankle. When the night swept by, the faithful squire found himself.
Mister, grasp means what?
Draw. Draw.
Yes, yes.
Okay. The faithful squire found himself pulled off his donkey and carried aloft. The word loft here, it means higher, high in the air. Carried him high in the air. Also, that what happened for Sancho with his master. Okay, you understood this part? No one
Yeah.
answer. You can hear me well or no?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Yes.
We can hear you
Okay.
well.
Yes, Mister.
Okay. So what did Don Quixote said after what happened? Let's listen together.
Do not fear, good Sancho. I feel the giant weakening. I will soon make an end of this villain. Don Quixote hacked at the ropes with renewed vigor. Sancho
So Don Quixote asked Sancho to not be feared as he imagined that the giant started to lose its power and to be very weak. What happened
And
after that?
everyone is laughing right now.
Mister,
Yes.
what means hacked here?
What means what?
Hacked in the last sentence.
Don Quixote hacked at the ropes with renewed vigor. Means that hold the ropes with all of his power. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. What happened after that?
saw the cords begin to fray. Master, spare the poor giant a few moments of life, at least until he brings us closer to the ground. Giant, in the name of my lady Dulcinea of Toboso, I command you to yield or die. Don Quixote made one last
Here, Don Quixote is talking to the one means as giant monster by saying, "Giant, in the name of my lady Dulcinea of Toboso, I command you to surrender." The meaning of the word yield here means to surrender or to stop fighting. Or what happened for the giant or die. What else?
thrust. The ropes parted. The sail blew away. Don Quixote, with Sancho clinging to his ankle, plunged straight down. Together they would have perished, knight and squire, dashed to 100 pieces, had the sail of the following arm not caught them and sent them rolling across the plain.
In the last paragraph here, Don Quixote made one last thrust. It means last move. Okay, thrust here means last movement. Okay, or move. The ropes parted the sail, blew away. Don Quixote with Sancho clinging. It means catching to his ankle. Plunged straight down means that they moved. They throw it. Throw them away. Together they would have perished. It means extremely cold. Means that they were what happened? They were checked because of what happened for them. Knight and squire dashed means ran to 100 pieces, had the sail of the following arm, not caught them, and sent them rolling across the plain. So they tried to run away to avoid the sail of the one mills. This is a part of today. We have some questions, so please, if you are
So I have
ready
a
to
question.
answer. Yes, Muhammad.
It is easy. It is easy
Yes,
and
Muhammad. What's
Mister,
your
what
simple.
means
question?
burst?
Again? Stress
What
this one?
means burst?
Stress?
No, burst.
Which line, please?
The fourth line.
The
Fourth.
first line. Burst.
At the
Extremely cold. This one, yes? Burst.
yeah.
Extremely cold. Okay, don't worry. I sent the meaning of some vocabulary that unfamiliar for you with the PDF file, okay? Like as we did in the last session, okay? Okay, Muhammad?
Mister, how first do you mean got cold?
By checking for what happened for them. This as an expression.
Oh, okay, I understood now.
You understand me? Okay. Now we have some question about this part of today.
Okay.
Mister,
Please,
will you
If you know
finish
the
the story
answer,
tomorrow?
please
is
raise
it
your
a
hand.
question?
What, Ryan?
We'll finish the story tomorrow.
Inshallah. Finish reading. Explanation is already finished. Because the last two pages we complete the fighting and what happened by the end of the story. Okay? But I finish all the question today because tomorrow it's supposed to complete the reading for the last two pages and answering the booklet. Okay, and after tomorrow we are going to start answering the
Okay,
revision
Mr.
sheet. Let's
Okay,
start
Mr.
now.
Can I
Here's the
answer?
first question. Yes, okay.
Muhammad Behar.
Okay.
How did Sancho see the windmills?
Yes.
They saw they saw them as windmills.
He
Uh,
saw them. He
he
saw
saw
them.
he saw them as they
Yes.
are
Yes, as when
windmills.
means. Yes, excellent. Question number 2. How did Senor Quixote or Don Quixote see the one meals?
I know.
I know. Muhammad.
Adham, I'd like to hear your voice, Adham.
Mister, I didn't answer today.
Still, we have question. Don't worry, Ryan.
Yes,
Adham.
miss.
Yes, Adham. Can you read the second one?
How did
Hmm.
Senor Hamada done
Hmm.
see the windmills?
Yes. How we saw them? Like what? He saw them like one meals or what?
Like what?
Like windmills or like what? How we saw the windmills? Senor Quixote or Don Quixote? Yes, Adam. Okay, Ryan. Ryan.
Yes, mister.
Yes.
He saw it. Yes, mister, like giant monsters.
Yes, giant monsters with 4 arms, and each arm is more than
Yes,
6 miles
each
long.
arm is 8 miles. Yeah, it's
Six,
8 miles
six,
long.
six
But
miles long. 6 miles long.
yes, 6.
Yes, excellent.
Okay.
Adam, pay attention and
Yeah.
you be ready for any question, please. Okay.
Mr. Hamada, I'm here.
Thanks.
Okay, Mr. Yasser. Okay, Mr. I show only the last two questions for this part. Why did Don Quixote change his names to imitate the names of the time which he wanted to live in? And the last question was the theme of the story. Don't waste your time in the efforts fighting for nothing, or how classic stories influence our imagination. I'm really sorry, Mr. S. give you the last now.
Mr. From the themes, study one or all?
Both. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Bye.
Bye. Mr. Yes, give you the last now. Where are you, Mr.? Okay. You are the last now, Mr. Yes. Thank you
Mr.
much.
Hamada, thank you.
Mr. عندنا
Boys,
درس ولا revision?
open your book page 505.